So we've combined like terms, we've identified parts of an expression, and we've done the distributive property. Those two aspects now come together in simplifying an expression. So let's review for a second. If we take a look here, okay, I want you to get in the habit of this because I'm noticing some mistakes that are happening. This is a positive 10. This is a negative 16. They are like terms, so I can combine them. A positive 10 and a negative 16 gives me a negative 6x. So we need to write that. And I'm noticing when it comes out to something like this, you guys are getting it. Let's go look at our next one. Here I have 12a. I have 4a. Remember what's in front here, that ninja 1. And it's still a like term. So I've done all my variable terms. Then I'm going to use a circle because this is a constant. It does not have a variable part. So when I go through and look, 12a. So I'm going to do 12 plus 4. If you need to on your side, guys, go do 12 plus 4. But I also have this 1. So 12 plus 4 is 16 plus 1 is 17. I've been seeing this happen this week. It's 17, but it's 17a. So it's okay that you do all this. If you can get this done by combining these three, great. But we're leaving off this a. So now I've combined my variable parts. I need to look at this. It's a negative 8, meaning I write negative 8. We need to understand, and I'm going to put this at the top because you need to have it. Negative means subtraction. Subtract means negative. Same thing with positive and addition. They are interchangeable. Don't write double negative signs. So let's go do another one. I have 5w. That is a variable term, so I'm boxing it in. I'm going to go down my row. I see a 7w. Look what I'm including in the box. I included the sign that's in front. Okay, there's no more w's. So now I have a negative 6 and a negative 8. Ladies and gentlemen, if I combine 5 w's and 7 w's, they're both positive. So 5 plus 7 is 12w. Here's where mistakes are coming. I have a negative 6 and a negative 8. A negative plus a negative is a bigger negative. So that's 14, but it's a negative 14. So I'm just going to write negative 14. That's it. That's my answer. Do not put double signs. Now this says 12w minus 14. That's fine. Done. You don't have to put minus negative 14. Don't do that. Just put its sign. Let's go look at this one. I have negative 7k and negative 2k. Okay, those are my only variables. This one and this one are constant, so I'm going to change my shape. So a negative 7 and a negative 2 gives me a negative 9k. Then I have a positive 17 and a negative 3. I end up subtracting. The result of this is 14, but it's a positive 14. So positive 14. That's my answer. As you're combining, if your answers are negative, write negative, whatever the outcome is. If it's a positive, write a plus. Don't write double signs. That was happening on Tuesday when we combined like terms, okay? So let's go look at our next page. And as we do this, I'm noticing some of your works. You're not watching the video. Your paper should match mine. So all these boxes, everything like this, if you want full credit, it needs to look like mine, as well as the notes. Okay, I understand that some of you can do this. This is your work. A lot of people say, well, what work am I supposed to do for the distributive property? Here it is. I'm going to take this 8 and distribute it to both in here so that it's 8 times x. Then I'm going to distribute it here, and it's 8 times 5. I'm looking for this work. If you want the full credit for watching this video, you need the work. So it's 8x plus 40. This is my answer. When we distribute, we're giving what's outside to everything inside. Distributing, I multiply. Okay? So let's try my next one. I'm going to go from the -4 to 2. If you do this and make a mistake, okay, I can help. But here's what we need to look at. I'm doing -4 times -9. You need to write this. Look what's going to happen. When I have -4 times 2. So I'm doing this one first, ladies and gentlemen. -4 times 2x. I'm just multiplying the numbers. Gives me -8x. But here I have a -4 times a -9. It ends up becoming a positive 36. And that is how it needs to be written. Okay? Let's go look over here. I'm going to distribute now, and I'm going to distribute 7 to the 6. So 7 times 6. I'm going to distribute this 7, so it's plus 7 times -x. Remember what's sitting in front of that x. Okay? Remember, guys, I'm noticing some people's papers, they don't match mine. I'm going to say this constantly. Yours should be matching mine. So 7 times 6, we all know is 42. But when I come here, it's a positive 7. Remember, this was positive. Times a -1 gives me a -7x. Those negatives are going to change your outcome. Okay, we've got one more to handle here. Let's go do this one. -3 times x. So -3 times x. And then -3 times 1. -3 times 1. So -3 times, remember, there's a ninja 1 here. So -3x, -3 times 1 is -3. Okay? So your paper should match mine. So we've done two separate things here. We've done distribute and we've combined like terms. Well, why is this important? This is how we're going to simplify expressions. And like I said the other day, we're going to do it with both sides. So we need to know how to do it first. An algebraic expression is in simplest form, meaning you're completely done. You've done all you can do when it has no like terms, meaning one of each type. Okay, that's super important. If there's more than one type, you haven't simplified it yet. And there's no parentheses. So please write this down. There's steps to do this. These are always the steps. These are always step 1 and step 2 for this entire chapter and here on out. Anytime you do something, we first must distribute. Now, it might not always be needed, okay? There might not be parentheses to distribute, but I'm going to distribute first. I'm going to handle my parentheses first. Then I'm going to combine like terms. So you're going to see as we build next week and the following week that you need to do all of this first. Okay? So let's go and see what this looks like. All right. Let's get my pen here. I'm going to make sure we can see it. Step 1. So step 1, distribute. So write this down here. Okay? So if I distribute, I'm distributing the 3 to the x, and that gives me 3x. I'm going to distribute the 3 to the negative 5. That gives me negative 15. What I want you to do is bring down what's left. I didn't do anything with these terms, but I haven't combined like terms yet. So now I need to go through and I need to group my like terms. I've got 3x here. What matches with that is a positive 8x. Okay, I then have negative 15 and a positive 1. I am now going to be able to group this. 3x and 8x. They're both positive. Gives me 11x. Then I have a negative 15 plus 1. That gives me negative 14. So I write negative 14. How do I know I'm done? Okay, parentheses. Nope, they're not there. Here is one variable term. Here's one constant term. This, ladies and gentlemen, is my answer. Okay. Let's go take a look and let's try it over here. Okay. I'm going to do the 5 to the n. So that's 5n. I'm going to give my 5 to my positive 6 to give me positive 30. Now let's look again. This negative 21 is just going to come down. I haven't touched it. When I go group my like terms, all right, there's only one variable term. That's fine. That's going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. But I have a constant here and a constant here. So when I go do my groupings, I'm just going to write 5n, a positive 30 minus 21 gives me a positive 9, and I am done. Okay? So I want you to try these on your own. These two will be in your bell work tomorrow. I'm going to be looking to see that you have them done. Please take your time and think about positives and negatives. Make sure if there's a Ninja 1 that we go through and we write that Ninja 1. Okay? So, guys, this is critical that we can really master this concept. That's why I've basically taken a week on it. Your notes need to match my notes. If they don't, you're not getting the credit. They're going to be returned. And after 2 days, they're a 0. Please follow along properly.